Yeah, but the last time I played, they released that Egypt guy with the Sand Warriors, and that's the
Oh,
last,
you haven't played in forever. You haven't played since like 2013 or something.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Are we talking about League?
Yes,
No.
because
No.
I just posted. Hold on, I will post it in the general because we're talking about it now.
Yeah,
They just released
a new guy.
Oh, you don't know?
The new character? Yeah.
No, not the new character.
No, it's not the new character. It's one of the other
skin
characters.
for an old character.
Skin for an older character.
I want to see.
Named Camille. I put it in the general.
Ooh. Oh, I love it. What the fuck?
And I'm like,
They don't have legs.
everything.
Anyways, the last time I played, I was like 13,
they have blades for
so-
legs. They have blades for legs.
Yeah, crystal blades. Even better.
And oh yeah, this skin is
this skin.
amazing.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. It makes me
I
think
think
of
she was out
KDA.
by then, but
Did you want something?
Yeah.
Did you? Oh,
Why does it remind me of Amethyst? Like what Amethyst like would be like badass with
my
like
God.
spiky.
I was gonna say
feet.
that would
An
be like
evil ambulance.
a fighter amethyst.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Hey,
don't.
you, hey,
That's
oh yeah,
rest in peace,
actually
Amethyst.
yeah.
Yeah.
They're
Anyways,
not dead. What? They're not.
I mean,
no,
they are,
They're not
but-
dead.
Yeah.
They're not fully dead.
Okay,
They are-
I watched their
they-
soul
they
shatter
did.
into a million pieces.
They're
No,
dead. They're just
They're dead. There just might be a way for
Zaina to bring them back, but they are
Yeah.
in fact dead.
Everybody's coming back. They're just.
Yeah, they need to cook. Okay, they just need
They're
to
on
cook.
vacation.
Mhm.
Yeah, they're on vacation.
Amdrus just needs to cope. Okay.
That too. Anyways, welcome back,
Fire
everybody.
doesn't cope and Amdrus doesn't cope.
Before he breaks
they're
the
1%.
world.
Well, we might still see that happen. Who knows? We got
Pyro,
a long
don't
journey
die.
still going. Anyways, welcome back, everybody. Sorry we're late. We
I
had
don't know what my patron
work
has in store.
pulling Penguin late, and then we had so many Discord issues. So we're here now. But we're here now. Anywho, last time on Prince of the Apocalypse with the Ditherers of Dismay, for session 102, technically 103, but 102, our wonderful group destroyed the Black Geode using the pickaxe, Marlos's fancy pickaxe. Not pickaxe. Yeah, or pick. There's the word. I'm on Minecraft brain still.
It sounded right. I was going with it. I was like, sure.
It was close enough.
It's only half paying attention.
Yeah, well, that's normal.
Making sure I have tabs open.
Yeah, well, and while doing that, got flown to the ground with a blast of just raw magical energy, which caused the cave system you guys were very deep into to collapse around you guys, and it was a race to get out and to remember where to go. For the most part, things went well. Little bit of damage here and there. Two of you guys were flying, avoided most of it until the very end, when Joel almost rolled a 1 and would have been buried in there forever, but didn't, and still was almost buried to death in this alternate pocket dimension, before Atim called upon his patron and was able to use the magic that was in the air around him at the top of the ziggurat through the portal, and was able to pull him through just in time. Still went down to 0, but not dead, so that's good. After that, you guys took a much needed nap, and by nap I mean a short rest, where Amdrus proceeded to go off to the corner, read a letter he had found from Amethyst in the mess of things that flew out when the lantern was destroyed, and you guys picked up. We got to play a fun little audio clip from Celeste. Made everyone cry. Good emotional time. You guys got back.
That's
What?
sad. I missed an audio clip. That's sad.
You did. I
You'll have to watch the VOD.
100% can post it.
Yeah.
Because I forgot I was gonna send it to you. But yeah. I can send it to you, and you can listen to it. I think.
Or you can watch Savon and watch me cry live on stream.
That too. It was a good fun time. Anyways, you guys got to the end of the cavern puzzle place and realized, oh fuck, you guys didn't fight a single thing above ground, and you had very little hit points, no spell slots, didn't know how you guys were going to make it through, and stepping on the pedestal that led you back to the plane, material plane, you guys kind of had a little moment of panic, until you were met with the one and only ally you truly made in the Black Earth Brigade, Mirage. Too many M names. Got rid of one A and one M. I just, slowly getting through things. Who basically gave you the time to teleport out before anyone even knew you were there. And making sure that our team was going to keep up with the deal that you guys had made. And he would keep his side. Even though Amethyst isn't fully there. With that, you guys teleported to River Pass, where you guys found a very foggy, very early morning, like rainy day. It was very cold. You were able to give the other letter that was in Amethyst's stuff to Senya, and had a little chat with them. You guys got to spend the day kind of helping with anything you can, walking around, taking a day to kind of decompress while you guys realize that it is raining and has not really stopped raining. Not like a heavy, heavy rain, but hasn't really stopped raining for the last couple days. And that it's very cold. Joel noticing in the large river, the River Kai that cut through the town, was beginning to freeze over, and it's not quite winter. It's not the season for it to rain, and it's not quite cold enough for it to really be freezing. And Amdrus, having a newly heightened connection to the elemental plane of water, was able to focus and sense that there was a presence in the air, that this was not indeed natural. With a quick phone call into Wisholar, you guys learned that he has held off and kept up as many presences as he can for the last month. And things can no longer be ignored or contained, I guess. And he had mentioned that there are people plotting, Drosen being one of them, the cleric preacher that Joel was ready to kill in Lakefall Keep, and to be conscious of that, I guess. And they weren't really sure. Shalar wasn't really sure what their plan was yet. With the day of decompressing, I guess, ended in the morning. Amdrus, you use the last bit of your magical chalk to cast a teleportation circle once more, teleporting to home, where you guys stepped through the typical kind of punch to the stomach of magical energy as you step through to a new location, and that is where we ended it. And I would like to ask, what's the marching order? Who goes into the portal first?
I'm first.
You'd be first?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I wasn't sure if you'd be last or if you'd be first. Okay.
No, I feel like I'd mark it and be like, let's go! And jump through.
Okay. Who would go after?
Me, probably.
A team.
Then me.
Then Joel, then Zephyr. All right. Amdrus, I would like you to roll a d20, please. Just a straight d20.
I don't like this.
I hate everything.
In the world.
I'm rolling my lucky duck die.
Yes, roll me 20 enemies.
Just a 10.
A 10. Okay. as you are the first to step through, excited to see your family after everything.
Just would be excited to see his family get some good
I see.
after all the
I
bad.
see. Yeah. Yes, some good. And in
We'd all
that,
be excited to see it.
as you walk through, take 4 points of damage. As you teleport into a table, which then scatters, and you feel this like force of just like that magic kind of redirecting you off of it, as it clatters and you scramble and like kind of topple over into the house, quickly followed by Atim, Joel, and Zephyr. And in that moment of pain, everyone else is fine. The table's already gone. There is a vase on it that has flown and smashed, and there's just like water and like a couple flowers just laying on the ground now. It is still fairly early in the morning. If I remember correctly, you guys did it bright and early, so right? Or you guys had breakfast first, I think.
We had
and then-
breakfast.
Yeah, so it's not like super early, but it's pretty
Yeah, it's
still
pretty
morning.
Good morning.
early. As you guys come to and able to kind of blink that flash of magic, you look around and find an empty house. And you look out the windows just to see like a thick fog. It's kind of obscuring any view. You can hear kind of the pattering of, I don't want to say pounding, but it's not like a heavy rain, but you can hear the rain.
So who's getting pounded?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Not you.
No, the love of my life
No.
died.
No, not pounded. He just got shattered.
Just shattered.
No, I didn't get pounded. I got fucked, Aurora.
Yeah, well,
Well,
sometimes you gotta take it, sometimes you gotta give it, you know? Anyways, what are you guys doing?
or you can just always, you know.
I'll.
Yeah, sure, but
I guess I'll yell out for my family. It's
Okay.
like, Ma, Pa, Petunia, you little bastard, where are you guys?
Kind of no answer.
Start to freak out. I run upstairs to my parents' room.
It looks as you expect it. Like,
Well, I'm gonna lay on the couch.
just flops on the couch, as you do, as the best friend walking over to a house does.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
I start.
First thing,
I start
just
checking
flops
the
on the
room.
couch. No. First thing, goes into the fridge,
Yeah.
looks
Yeah.
through the pantry, and then
Says, hi, mom,
flops-
and then flops on the couch.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Can I take a peek outside?
Yeah, you can make a perception check with disadvantage because it is very foggy. Sorry, Amdrus. You rush upstairs to the parents' room.
I start checking all the bedrooms.
Kind of going into Petunia's room. It is relatively neat, but bed's not made. Clearly recently got up.
16.
16, okay. Kind of looking outside. Again, that fog is really hard to see kind of through. You're kind of looking. You just hear kind of the rain, and at first you don't really see anything or hear anything. There's like static coming from your mic there. Penguin.
Is that me?
No, Penguin.
Oh,
I
me?
just realized I was turned way down. I'm so sorry. My bad.
That.
No wonder Penguin couldn't hear you. It was you.
No, I just did
There's
it.
static from me.
Yeah,
was for a
there
second.
was a little bit
Oh.
of, as if like the
Sounds
headphone
fine.
jack was like moving, you know, like very little. But anyways, it's
Sorry.
fine now. No, that's good. Yeah, you kind of look around. And it's hard to see anything until you hear, all of you hear what sounds like a scream from a young girl from outside.
I immediately rush out.
'Kay.
I'm like, my heart's already pounding.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, rushing out. Zephyr, the last thing you see as everyone is rushing out, as you're looking and you heard that, you see what looks like the silhouette, like a larger silhouette outside like the back of the house, like essentially the backyard where the trees are and everything. Do you let everybody know? And does
Sorry,
everyone?
I was muted.
Oh, that's okay.
That's where I heard the sound.
It seems to be coming from that way, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I would shout out like, "There's something in the backyard! Somebody scream!"
Okay.
I'm gonna rush over there.
Okay. And everyone kind of rushing out in that kind of panic. You guys are rushing through, kind of trying to find anything, and you see multiple silhouettes as you kind of round the corner to the back before you hear another scream as you turn off to the look to the side, and the scream turns to giggling. As coming through the fog, you see that large shape again, and you see Elazar is holding one of the kids, giggling and laughing, tickling them. As they look up and jump at you, and they just see, oh, well, hello. And just, I didn't expect you guys this morning.
Piece of shit.
Apologies. The kids were kind of freaked out by the fog, so we figured we'd play some hide and seek.
And that's it. There's nothing else going on.
Yeah.
Like nobody's in danger. Is everybody?
Right. And before you kind of see, in fact, you probably would hear it before you see it. The familiar voice of Amdrus's mom, just saying, "Oh, is someone there, Elazar?" And she's running up.
Well, Amdrus, I think I found everybody, including your family.
I was stress eating.
I was telling the boyfriend my
I
plan.
hug my mom
and
and I
giggling.
break down crying.
Oh. You just kind of fall into a much smaller figure, and she just
I hug her, and then as I'm hugging her, I drop to my knees,
Yeah.
and then I just start sobbing.
And
Given I'm
there's a
still
moment where she's like, "Amdrus, oh," and she's happy, and then she immediately gets worried and looks past his shoulder to all of you, and just goes, "What happened? What's going on?" And it's holding you really tight, which is a very funny looking image.
Tiny person.
Yeah, this tiny person holding very ready to defend this is hulking figure that's just flopped into her.
It's been quite some time, but glad to see you guys are all safe. I'm going back inside.
All right.
The team is not dealing with this.
She just kind of looks confused as Etim just kind of waves and walks away. She just turns to Elazar and goes, "Perhaps keep playing with them. I'll start some stuff." And he just kind of nods and puts the kid down. You can see it's one of Hara's kids. And he just kind of goes, "All right, I'll give you time. Go. Let's see if we can catch somebody else." The kid kind of runs off into the fog, and Liliana is holding very tightly to you, Amdrus, and kind of rubbing your back. And Elazar looks at you, Zephyr, and just goes, "Well, it's good to see you guys back. Do you guys need anything?" Kind of looking between you, Zephyr, and Amdrus.
Still, I'm inconsolable. I'm just the rush of emotion and fear and doubt and everything that was piling up on Amdrus as he walked through this portal.
Mm-hmm.
It a gate has just unloaded or unleashed.
Yeah, 100%.
So I'm just crying into my mom.
Yeah. She's just "It's okay, it's okay," just consoling you and rubbing your back and your head. And Joel, Zephyr, what are you guys doing?
I think they're kind of just standing there.
Awkwardly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like I'd also be standing there and kind of just like looking at Amdrus.
Okay.
A distraught mess.
Elazar just kind of takes that moment and just goes, well, let's go. We'll meet you guys inside. I can get everybody else. And like kind of shooing Joel and Zephyr, unless you guys want to help find the kids.
Please stay to help
Oh, you're
Hara and.
cutting in and out there. What'd you say?
Oh, I said I'd probably stay around to help and chat or find. Shit, what's her name? I almost said
Hara?
Hatara. It's not Hara. There we go.
Oh, Hara, yeah. Okay. Yeah, so you kind of just walk up and Elazar goes, all right. They should not be too far. And they kind of, you and Elazar kind of walk off into the fog. Amdrus, as your mom is kind of there, goes, it's okay. She's like, come on, let's get you inside. Tell me what's going on. And she's kind of like lifting you up, which is a big feat.
She does like that mom thing, which she just starts the movement, and then I'm like, all right, I know what's going on.
Yeah.
So then I get up, and I just hold her hand.
Yeah, and she just kind of leads you back into the house.
God, just imagine like big old orc and then like tiny little.
Yeah, just like, come on.
Mom.
Yeah.
It's like, let's go.
It's not the first time, I'm sure.
Yeah. Oh, definitely not.
Joel, do you follow suit one way or the other? Inside?
No, I think I went with Zephyr
Okay.
and to look for the kids.
Okay. Both of you guys make perception checks with disadvantage. Amdrus is brought in. Atim, what are you doing when you walk back into the house? Do you just flop back on the couch?
Yeah. Just like sort of, raid the pantry.
Okay.
Flop back.
Looking for some
just
snacks. They do. They have lots of snacks.
Not deal with anything right now.
Yeah. It's not long before the door kind of opens and you just see Liliana kind of like holding Amdrus's hand and like leading him in and like sitting him down in a chair and kind of like giving him a blanket and just says, okay, I'll make some hot chocolate. She like goes off and starts to make some stuff. Zephyr, what's your perception check? Oh, I saw it bounce, but I heard nothing.
17.
17, okay. Joel?
15.
15, okay. And I will roll for Elazar as well. Okay. Yeah, you guys kind of head back out and start to kind of look around, and they're not really that hidden, and you hear kids giggling as you get closer to the trees and tell them like, shh, they're coming. And it doesn't take you too long to find everybody between the three of you, and you see Petunia and like the four oh god, is it 4? Shit, I probably should have that open. I actually think it's 5 or 6 kids of hers. I think it's 5 that are kind of scattered about. You don't see Hara or Amdrus's dad, though. Did you guys just bring the kids back in?
Yeah.
Okay. Kind of wrangling all the kids, bringing them back in. In the meantime, because it does take a bit, Amdrus, your mom, pulls a blanket over, maybe 2, brings you like a hot Coco, puts in your hand, gives you one to Atim, offers you a blanket as well.
I think I would.
And she
I
just
think
sits
once I
next
get
to
the
you.
hot cocoa in my hand, I'll just kind of look up at, or look at my mom from the
So
seat and
why
be
is
like,
this
just look and say,
so dramatic? I took this one out. What the fuck? Sorry. Continue.
I'll just look at her and just say, we lost Amethyst.
She kind of looks at you for a moment, just says, like, she looks almost unsure what you mean at first, but seeing like how you are, she just kind of goes, oh, I'm so sorry. She kind of looks to you too, Natim, and kind of gives that like look of like condolences, and she puts a hand on your knee, Amdrus. She says,
Crying again.
yeah. She just says, like, what happened? Is this... She looks at you, like really looks at you. She just goes, is this too dangerous? And glances at you at him and goes, whatever it is, if it's too dangerous, you can stay home. You don't need to deal with it. You don't need to be a hero.
I don't think anybody else knows the extent of what's happening. I'm not even sure I know the extent of what's happening.
What do you mean?
Mother Nature's in flux, Ma.
I mean...
Look around you. This isn't normal for this time of year.
Well, yes, I'm aware, but how strange can it be? It's just a bit of rain and fog.
How long's it been raining, Ma?
Well, a couple days, off and on. Nothing too crazy.
What if it never stopped? What if it just kept raining? Flooded the crops, flooded the forest.
Is that what you're worried about? Do you really think that will happen?
I think there's a strong possibility. I've upset some very powerful people. And they know
For good
who I
reason.
am.
For good reason.
Well, yeah, right.
She looks a little worried.
We didn't just
What
piss
mess
him
are you
off
getting
to piss
into?
her off.
Yeah. Just like, in like a very consoling way, she kind of gives you that like, what have you done this time? Look, but like a softer version of it.
Certain factions in this world are trying to bring about what they feel is a just and right existence. And while this one may not be perfect, it's a damn sight better than what they're suggesting.
Well,
I love the ocean. She has my heart. I don't want it everywhere. Oh, fuck.
oh no.
Lost the penguin. I don't want it everywhere. So we tried to stop some people who were trying to flood the world. At least I think they were.
Well,
And now they're looking for us. So I need you and Da to be very careful. Petunia too. Any strangers come into town recently?
I
Any new
mean,
folk?
we had, welcome back. We had some more Feathergale Knights come recently, and they were asking some questions and looking for volunteers to join the ranks. Luckily, Elazar was out back. Had a trouble with your father, but he's fine. He's in town right now.
Kind of trouble.
Well, they just figured he was able-bodied and wanted him to go, and wanted to leave his duties here as deputy.
Oh, with the
and-
knights. With the knights.
With the knights, yes. So it took some convincing that we needed him here, and there's some more Feathergale knights that keep watch. I guess they had arrested some folk in town. I'm not really sure what was going on there, but the Fairlight family has been very cautious, I know of lately, but
Well, I need you all to be very careful. Please,
of course.
be wary of strangers.
Of course. I'm the one that taught you that. Thank you. I know.
And yet, look at me. Friends with everybody.
Yes, it was. Looks to you at him and goes, it was a real problem. It's a tough lesson to get into. And she looks back at you and goes, and clearly it still is. She like gestures to like Hara and everybody that like you've brought into their house.
Stubborn won that one.
Let
Yes.
me know if
Gets it from his
if you
father.
need anything else.
No. It's fine. We are doing quite well, actually. Your father has been doing his work today, and Hara currently is, she's been starting work at the inn, so I'm sure she's busy there.
We have some. Are the horses still here?
Yes, I believe they're still being tended to at the stables.
Okay,
Yes.
we're gonna need those horses and carriage.
You're not gonna be
you
teleporting around like you looks over like at the like table and everything, like you clearly have done.
No, I've run out of magical chalk, and I need to go to Kaiman to buy more. Unless, of course, somebody here has magical chalk, in which case I'd love to take some off them. Do you know if anybody has any magical chalk?
I mean, I think last time you got some from, oh god, what's her name?
Yes.
Fairlight.
Yeah, the Fairlights.
L Fairlight.
Oh.
They're lovely people. I cannot believe that the king is calling for an attack against all elves. Ridiculous. Anyways,
Truly wild.
um,
Wait, hold on. I know. Me and Taim found out they were elves.
Yeah.
yes, that is
Does
not
the-
some. You did not tell anybody about that.
I
There
was
was
gonna
very
say.
I
few
was
people that
going-
did.
I was gonna comment too.
I'm gonna squint at my mom and be like,
What?
"Ma,
Yes.
do you know something about the because the Fairlights did not seem elvish to me?" And I'm gonna look at Taim like very pointedly.
She just like looks at you like, oh, so I can't make friends and gossip? Please. Yes, I know that they're elves, and I know you know. She like taps you on the knee. Trying to hide secrets from me, please.
Knows they're elves. What's dangerous information?
I know. Elazar has worked with them, and through Elazar, I got to meet them. Plus, they have an amazing establishment. It is great for my joints.
It is
So, you
quite
know,
lovely.
It-
yes.
It
You know,
is.
it is a lovely little.
We
little
should
spot.
definitely pay it a visit.
Are you sure?
Let's pay. We have armor to pay for first. Let's see how much money we have left over.
Oh, yes. Fiandra's been very hard at work and has been very excited every time something finishes or gets close. She's been asking when you'll be back, and she's been asking if you have any more,
Surprise!
you
We're
know.
here.
Yes, it is always a great surprise, even though my poor vase. That's fine.
What? I should have put up the mending.
Oh, I can fix that.
Is it the amending?
If you can, that would be great. You guys are both so powerful. If you could fix my vase, I would absolutely be delightful. Also, Amdrus, when you're okay,
Yeah.
or maybe at team, she kind of like looks
I'll
at you
just
and goes,
clean it up. I don't know.
maybe not. But maybe I'll get Elazar. Never mind. fix the table. She kind of looks back to you, kind of getting more serious again, and she just says, well, you know you are welcome however long you need to be. You can put down your weapons. Take the time you
Not
need.
quite. Not until I know you're safe.
I am plenty safe. Your father knows how to fight and keeps this town greatly patrolled with the Feathergale Knights. Elazar is here. We're plenty safe.
I'm going to hand my mother, and I know it's dumb,
Okay.
but I'm
Big
gonna give
ol'
her-
war pig.
Here you go.
For you, Ma.
It's like her size. Like
Yeah.
It's as
bigger.
tall as her.
Yeah.
A scimitar,
She
and
goes,
I know she can't use it.
what am I to do with this?
Just in case.
She pulls out her own like
She's like, oh,
She
it's a
got
matching
dagger.
pair.
move like Buster sword. Like
Yeah. Like
She's like,
unfolds. Just
what
like,
is this dinky thing?
yeah, please.
I'm plenty
Not my
prepared.
style. Great
my
weapon
dad's
master.
a ranger, and my mom's a barbarian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She like kind of holds it. I'm like, I mean, this is gorgeous. I don't know how much use I could
Just-
get into this, but I understand the
Just in
gesture.
case.
You know what? I'm sure Elazar could teach me a few things. He's been doing a few practice sword playing with the kids and the older ones, of course. The little ones get too bored very quickly and then run off with sticks.
Where's Petunia?
Oh, I'm sure she's hiding somewhere. You know her. She's got to win the game.
Competitive streak will be the death of us, I swear.
Well,
Okay.
I don't want to hear from you, Ataim.
if I have
Get out of
heard,
here.
if I know anything, is Amdrus likes to not only be friends with everybody, but keeps them, those close to him, very much like him. So I am not surprised to hear that. Just like gives you that like, what have you done lately? Like,
Yeah, best friend. What have you been doing lately?
yeah.
Explain to us. Tell us what
like
you and your
just
god were talking about earlier.
I've done nothing. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, a guy?
Private session.
Yeah. Okay. I'll kind of breathe, feeling a lot better, more relieved about the situation at home,
Mm-hmm.
and just look at my mom and be
You're
like,
welcome.
we should probably gather up Zephyr and Joel and start heading out.
They seemed like they were helping Elazar. Let them. I'm sure Elazar will bring everyone back shortly. It's fine. You sit. You relax.
Toast and jam.
You cut out there. What?
Can I have some toast and jam?
Oh, of course.
Thank
You're
you.
right on it.
That's it.
Because she just looks at you, Atim, and she kind of gets up and puts down her, like, she hasn't even drank anything. She was just holding it for the warmth. She just looks at you and goes, can you lift a table?
Can I lift a table?
Yes. Come.
Me. Okay.
She just
Uh-huh.
waves you along. And basically, like, with your help, is going to try to reset this, like, table up. It might take a bit. But in the meantime, Zephyr, Joel, and Elazar, you gather up all the kids, finding them one by one, each helping and giggling and trying to spook each other through the fog. And while it's cold and creepy, it is a nice moment to see kids having fun and a situation made light after so much panic and worry. Anything specific you guys are doing? Or are you just gathering the kids back?
We still haven't found Petunia, though.
No. You can make another check there.
He is playing to win.
She is playing to win.
No.
What'd you get?
A 9.
A 9. Okay. Zephyr, what about you? Are you?
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Are you bringing the rest of the kids that you guys have found back with Elazar back home, or are you sticking with Joel trying to find Petunia?
No, I'll stick with Joel and help try to find Petunia.
Make another check.
Dang it. Disadvantage, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Damn it, I got a natural 20.
Oh.
14.
14. Okay. As you guys are kind of looking around, you and Joel kind of splitting up, looking a bit enough where you guys can kind of still see each other's silhouette and know it's each other. Something at the last second catches your ear, Zephyr. Ooh, thank you. I got chocolate. Isn't this one mine, bitch?
Yes.
Rude. Sorry. Just opened my chocolate bar. And you hear something as like an arcane word being casted into the wind, Zephyr.
Mm-hmm.
And Joel, as you round a corner, you are suddenly blasted with a ghastly face that just appears. No noise, just right in your face as a jump scare.
Petunia, no magic?
As Petunia begins to giggle. And Zephyr, you look up in the tree, looking down at Joel wandering around. She has been up in that tree just watching you guys walk around in circles. And she seemingly cast a minor illusion spell to scare Joel. And Joel, does it scare you, or do you just kind of go, the fuck?
No, I think it scares him.
Okay. Kind of with a jump scare and a giggle, you look up, and this ghostly face just fades away into the mist or fog.
I would like to shoot a guiding bolt at Petunia, please.
Oh my!
All right,
kill her.
Don't off my fucking sister.
I feel like Zephyr would chime in.
He like grabs his holy sword or his shield and it begins to kind of glow for a
Whoa,
second.
whoa,
like,
whoa. It's okay. It's okay.
I
think she's just playing around.
She just kind of is giggling and she looks at you, Joel, and she goes,
Shoot my sister.
"Wait, is that Pellar's symbol on your shield? I don't think I ever noticed that."
Yeah, of course it is.
Oh, I don't think I ever realized. She kind of looks and goes, "Well, I guess I won."
Yeah, you definitely won.
Sorry
won
for
the day.
scaring you, but I
Yeah,
had
it's
to.
all good.
Opportunity to show off, you know?
I mean, you're a lot like your big brother.
Oh,
Guess.
don't say that.
No, you're better than your brother.
Thank
Remember
you. And she's like climbing down the tree.
Amdrus wounded again. Suddenly.
I take psychic damage.
Yeah,
out of
you have
nowhere.
no idea why. Yeah. She
When
goes,
have you started magic?
"Yeah, there was some people that came through town, and I may have convinced them to give me a book.
What people?
What
I
book?
don't know, some travelers, heading out of the city. Oh, it's this, this book. It talks about, all these arcane spells, and, I think a wizard had it or something. It was so cool, and I have been reading it, and this is the first spell I've been able to actually do. It's been great. Do you think I could scare Amdrus?
Definitely.
Probably
I
could.
love
Should we see the
it.
book though?
Sure.
She's a wizard.
It's upstairs in my room, hidden, of
I
course.
really hope. I was
Of
really
course,
hoping
of
she was
course.
an artificer, but this was too.
Hey, they both use intelligence, so she can
Sure.
multi-class.
She does know a lot of things, so
I'm gonna
Nice.
reach into my backpack because I'll never use it. And I'm like, I got this book a while ago, and it's just in my backpack. It definitely has some magical stuff in the back of it. You might like it, and I'm just gonna give her that.
And
book.
she just, her eyes go wide, and she goes, you guys are the best every time you guys come home. Also, hi. I never said that. Sorry. Welcome home.
It's
And
great to
she's
see you,
so
Petunia.
excited.
Do you think you could describe the people that gave you the book?
Yeah. They were, I think, it was a while ago. It was not long after you guys left. There was like a tall, older guy. He had this like big graying beard, like real old. And then I don't know if it was his daughter, but there was a younger woman with him, and they had a cart with a bunch of stuff. They said they were from Kaiman. I think the woman was a tiefling. He had like red skin and like cool curved horns. Why?
Aurora, do I recognize this description?
It's very vague. There's a few that might pop in your head, potentially. That might worry you, yes.
There's just some very dangerous people around Petunia, and your brother and all of us have kind of made ourselves targets, so you just
Well, why
need
did
to
you
be
do
careful.
that? That's not smart.
Well, if we don't do that, the world might end, so...
We're doing
She
it
just
for good
looks at you like, okay, sure. What'd you say, Penguin? Sorry?
I don't even remember. I'm looking up these descriptions.
No, really though, Petunia, some bad people are doing some bad things. Really bad things.
Well, hopefully you've been beating them up then. But we have Elazar and Dad, and the knights are around. She's real cranky, but she's nice enough. Which I forget her name. Oh, Miss Duskstone. Which you guys remember from last time being here. There was an older woman that's still here. There's a couple more now, but I think we're safe. I think we're okay. Plus, I got magic now, so I can fight too. I'm excited. She's like, it's flipping through the new book. Is that the historical book that you found? Okay. Yeah, she is like, ooh, this is cool. And she's like very excited. She's just kind of like walking towards home now, like being engrossed in her book.
Yeah, all it says is one section magical, one not. I bought it in Shadeborough. That's all I know about it.
Yes.
Kids like
Suddenly she finds a random
you hear in the
potion that'll
fog,
level her up.
fireball!
Or I'm sus.
Good.
I'm so sus.
Eventually you guys come back, and Amdrus and Atim, I guess Atim, as you and Liliana struggle to get this door open, the table back up and nice and kind of moving it around. Eventually Elazar comes in with 4 children like hanging off of him and running around him. As they like come barging in, seeing you guys struggle, he comes and helps. So you are alleviated from your role of man to help me move things. And eventually everyone comes in, and Liliana's making some toast or whatever you had asked for Amdrus, and handing it out.
Toast and jam.
Oh, toast and jam, yeah. Giving them off to the kids as they, have got a lot of energy out and are all cold, so they're all bundled up in different blankets and munching on snacks on the ground. What are you guys doing?
I would like to approach Liliana
Okay.
and ask her if it's okay if I make an altar to Pelor in her backyard.
She looks and goes,
Give me a shrine.
like, how much?
Well, just it's also so we don't teleport inside of your living room anymore.
Then
This would be
yes,
so we
yes,
could
you can do
teleport in
that.
your backyard as opposed.
That would be amazing. Yes.
I mean, he could still definitely teleport in your living room. I'm just saying
We have options.
we will give
Probably
us
should
options.
move things around. I've got some ideas. Don't worry. But yes, of course.
Thank you.
Is this going to be
And
like
then-
a big build, or is it just going to be like a little
I think it's just a little
moment?
shrine, and like maybe I'll do some rocks and
Okay. You kind of saying that, you like Elazar kind of walks up and goes, actually, I would like to help with that.
yes, please. Good to see you, Elzer.
Yeah, it's good to see you too. All right. Well, as everyone kind of settles in, Zephyr, Elazar will kind of walk up to you after everyone's settled down, and he just says, "Little bird, may I have a moment of your time?"
Yeah. Yeah. Do you want to step outside?
He kind of like looks at everybody, and you can see that he like is like looking a little awkward. And goes, "Yes, actually, that would be nice." And you guys kind of step outside, back into the kind of cold rain. And Elazar kind of fumbles and is kind of going through a pouch on his side, and you'll see he'll pull out a kind of small belt buckle.
Wait, is it the thing?
I believe, if I remember correctly, I don't have my notes up, it was a belt buckle that of like kind of a bird design. It's made fairly well. It's a little rough around the edges and the details, but for the most part it is good. And he kind of just you can see, you've never really seen him look awkward and like embarrassed, but you can tell he is. And he just goes, well, I was helping with oh god, what is their names? There's so many names I need to remember from this town. Hold on. I was helping with the Tenter family. Cat, you were standing right in front of my screen. And with their smithy, trying to get back into that practice, and I saw that you guys had some armor, and I figured I would try something new. Sorry, it's not that good, but and he hands it to you. I am used to
No, I
making
love-
swords, but
Thank you.
of course. I've been worried about you and your little troop. It seems you have come down with some hardships. In fact, I wanted to talk to your friend Joel, as I had a vision, I think. And I am glad to see you guys are okay. For the most part.
For the most part.
And in that moment, he just kind of pulls you into like a tight hug.
Joel, I'm glad
Okay.
you guys are okay too.
Well-
I'm actually a little worried. I happen to know if the order is moving in. Do you?
I have not
Have-
seen or heard much. From what I could hear from the Feathergale Knights around town, they have some new allies of the king, and I've had my suspicion. But that is all I really know out here in this town.
Yeah, I've heard a few things, but more recently, were you around or have you seen Petunia's new arcane book? She mentioned it earlier.
Yes, she has been reading that thing nonstop. Why?
You know who she got it from?
I believe it was a father and daughter that was leaving from Kaiman. I did not get to meet them. Why?
I don't know. I've heard rumors that the order is being the king. Right?
Sorry?
Is that right?
What'd you say? I missed what you said, sorry.
That the order is helping the king?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys know that for a fact.
She had mentioned a tiefling.
Hmm.
So I know we know quite a few.
Yes.
Don't know if they're lurking about.
And I did not meet them, and they did not stay for long, as far as I know. They spent the night at the inn, and then left town, left Oshrin. So I would assume it is fine, hopefully. But
Have you looked at the book?
I have. As far as I can understand, it is a basics into illusion magic and touching upon just basic arcane lessons. Doesn't seem any harmful. And we haven't seen any... Well, I haven't seen anything concerning as of late. But
Okay.
I understand the concern.
I just want you all to be safe.
Of course. And I to you. And he kind of like awkwardly nods and just says, well, it's cold. We should probably get back inside.
Yes, of course.
Unless there was something else you would like to say.
Not that I can think of.
Perfect. And he like awkwardly turns and walks in. And all of you just see two awkward dragonborns walking in. And you'll just see, Zephyr, are you holding the little felt buckle? The bird?
Yeah, probably.
So, I mean, Amdrus and that team for sure. Joel, if you're paying attention, you probably would notice Zephyr kind of is something new.
New bling.
Yeah. Elazar made it.
Give us a
Show it off.
twirl.
It's beautiful.
Give us a twirl, is that what you said?
Yeah. I said, give us a twirl.
It's not on them, they're just holding it.
I was like, I will show it off and say that Elazar made it. So
Yeah. And
to
you'll
make
see,
it feel more.
yeah, Elazar is kind of just off in the kitchen cleaning, helping like clean, keeping busy.
Beads
feeling
past
awkward.
everybody to go to the kitchen.
Yeah. Okay, well. Do you guys just spend the day here? Or is there anything you guys want to do? Anything?
I did want to see if me and Petunia could at least look at our book.
Yeah. Yeah, you can 100% ask her. Sorry, I forgot. And she'll like lead you up to her room, and you'll see that like she goes under her bed and like moves a bunch of stuff around and finds like a book, And she goes, it's not this one. And opens it up, and you'll see that there's like a key pushed into it, and takes out the key and pushes the book back under the bed, and then goes into the closet. And you can see this like, clearly she built it. It's a little rough, but it is like a lockbox that she like unlocks. And she opens it up, and she goes, you can't tell anyone else. And she'll like move a couple like clothing, and at the bottom is this book. She trying her best to
I
keep
won't
it
say
nice and
anything.
hidden. Good.
Remember,
and
you did
sorry.
mention it to Joel.
That's fine. I just meant the key. It's our secret.
Yes, our secret. And she puts her finger to her lips.
Yes. Yes, and she'll hand you the book. Yeah, I mean, you don't know a lot about the arcane. So
I
you
wanted to look at it to see if there's anything that stood out to me, if it was anything like druidic or anything with the order, just something that would be alarming.
Yeah. I mean, make an investigation check.
Uh, 16. No, 15.
15. Okay. Kind of flipping through it. You don't really notice anything about the order. As far as you can tell, it seems to be like a handwritten book talking about the different schools of magic, specifically a lot about illusion magic, and there's a lot of arcane runes, and it seems like it explains it, but it also is a lot to like look at, like information wise. If you have no idea what you're looking at, is arcane runes are very complicated. And yeah, as far as you can see, it has nothing, no markings, nothing druidic, sadly. Seems to be purely arcane. But
Okay.
yeah. And she just says,
Very
like,
cool
isn't it
book you have."
cool? Yes.
Amazing.
I've only gotten through the book once, and now I'm rereading it, and I've reread the first half like 4 times. It's so confusing, but I'm so happy. And she like, you'll see her like awkwardly going through the motions and casting minor illusion again, and she'll just have like a little picture of Amdrus like head, and then like a hammer just smack it away.
Nice.
She goes, I can do stuff like that. Isn't that fun? I like this. This is great. And she's just
Zephyr's
like,
gonna giggle a little bit.
and she
Well,
goes,
magic is all about studying and just keep practicing.
it's great. I've reread all my books in here for a long time, so this is great.
Studying, please. Sometimes you're just born with it.
Everyone downstairs just hears Auntie randomly say, and she just goes, and before you guys leave, you promise me, gotta help me scare Amdrus. Okay?
Yes, I will try.
He's gonna have a heart attack.
Good.
At it, but we can find something.
It'll be the end of Andres.
Can I roll a D100 if I get all zeros again? Can I just die from a heart attack?
You know what?
We'll
We'll just chutney this.
Let's do some.
No-
Yeah, let's do
no
some
more
chutney
sun.
Cockapoo rolls.
Yeah.
No more sudden, intense, emotional outbursts from Andres.
Just
He
dead.
will not be with
Yeah.
us any longer.
Just like
Um,
scared. I'm like, oh, Mariana, I'm coming.
It'll be one of those Looney Tune moments where you literally jump out of your body.
Yeah.
You
Alright.
just float up.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. No, that's exactly it. It'll be just that. Very
All right.
excited.
Well, she like gets all excited, and she's like putting it all back, doing her own little thing. Anything else that you guys, the rest of you downstairs, want to be doing?
Well, I would tell Amdrus that I gave his sister a magical book.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, she already had one, so I figured it would add to her collection. She scared the shit out of me, dude. Your sister's awesome.
I'm sorry. Petunia can. I look at my mom. Petunia can do magic.
Sure,
and
we could.
you'll
Prior.
No, but
Uh,
casting cantrips as opposed to just being like a one-off.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
does like minor illusions now.
you'll just hear your mother like, yes, she got this book from some traveling people, and she has been
After all of the
scaring
guff,
all
she
of us.
fucking after every
Language.
single thing she
There are
gave me
kids
for
around.
taking on illusion, I'm just gonna start walking up. Petunia!
Quick, hurry, hide it.
And she's just like
Hide it?
throwing things in, and she just jumps into the closet, closes it, and you just like walk up to the room,
Slam
and you
open the door.
you just see Zephyr like awkwardly standing in the middle of the room.
Standing in the middle of the room.
Yeah.
Insight check.
Inside.
I'm suspecting, but I'm gonna
All right.
we're gonna
Oh
insight check.
God. What do I roll?
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
You're just
Oh,
are
I
you
don't know. I feel
deceiving?
doing like what to do with their hands, like, and just crossing our arms, like, yeah.
Okay, Amdrus.
It's a 19. I rolled a 16 on the die.
a 19.
Okay, that's good.
Zephyr, are you attempting to
Not look suspicious.
not look suspicious?
Don't.
She's like,
And yell at him, like, why are you barging in? You should knock first.
make a I don't know, persuasion check.
There's girls in here.
Yeah, it's a girls' room. You can't just
Oh, where's my
barge in.
persuasion?
like,
18.
I look at Liliana.
Well-
I'm like, with that, I'm gonna go outside. Bye.
Okay. What'd you get? Sorry, Penguin.
18.
18. And your insight was 19, Amdrus?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
19.
Thank you, Kat. You just ran across and knocked all my dice over. Yeah, you can. Zephyr's trying to play it cool, but you know Zephyr very well. And they're clearly just trying to like, what's the word? Deflect. As you barged in, and you can just like hear a bit of rustling in the closet.
You know,
What'd you say, sir? It's just like cutting out. Poor Penguin. I can see it bounce, so I know you're trying to say something. Just
you
go
know
ahead.
it's polite to knock. There we go.
I know it's polite to knock. In fact, I'm very familiar with the rules of politeness. Petunia.
Okay. You can just hear her kind of like
Stepping in front.
holding her breath, like trying to hide, but you can like you have very very keen ears, so you can hear her.
You also hear Altaim yell from downstairs. Are you though?
And I open it
While you're yelling in the house.
I
Yeah,
know,
and
and then I
you'll
run-
hear your mother goes, "I have to agree. Leave your sister alone."
I just
Young
want to
man.
know where she learned all these wonderful illusionary tricks after she gave me so much shit for so many years.
Language.
Yeah, literally at the same time Atim yells it, you hear your mother goes, "Language!" And she just looks at you and just looks so proud, Atim. She looks like, says, "You're my favorite."
I take another 1d4 psychic damage.
Of course.
I look at Zephyr, and then I just point at the closet, and I just kind of know, like a knowing, like, is she in there?
Doug, like,
Just gonna walk over, put my hand on
Step
the
in front.
put my-
as you're walking over, you just hear Petunia's voice from outside the room goes, "What are you doing in my room? Get out!"
I just want to see the book that Joel gave you, because apparently you've started a collection.
I repeat, you hear it from outside her room, not in the closet.
Oh, okay.
Like as if it's around the corner.
Do I know she can do illusion magic.
You can make an investigation check.
I was gonna say, can I? What do you want me to roll? Arcana?
Investigation.
Or investigation.
Yeah, this is
okay.
this is specifically investigation.
6.
6. She's outside. She's not in the. Maybe you heard wrong. Maybe something rustled. Just in the closet.
I'm gonna look at Zephyr and be like, "You need to stop covering it for her." And I'm gonna walk away.
And the moment you walk out,
Petunia!
you hear the door, like the closet door open, and the door slam and lock. I can't believe that worked.
I'm gonna give her a high five.
Yeah, and you can totally hear like the high five and like. Stay out of
You
my
know-
room, Amdrus. Go away.
Hold on, I have to check the rules of a spell real quick.
Okay.
Will this kill my sister?
Okay, I'm gonna do something so dumb. I don't need to do this. I'm absolutely going to though. I'm gonna dimension door into her room.
Okay. Sure. How does that
Just got a
look?
fourth level spell. Same thing. It's just like
But do you
you-
like just
you-
like basically walk through the door, or are you teleporting like in the middle of the room, or?
I'm teleporting like in the middle of the room.
Okay. Okay.
I'm just gonna I'm gonna teleport to the room and be like, ha ha, very funny. I've
Um,
also learned a few tricks.
Yeah, as that kind of like door opens up and that smell of sea salt and the sound of the waves, like as you guys high five appears, she just looks as you step through and she goes, "That's not fair, Mom!" And you just hear like your mom like walking up, and like as Team and Joel, you just hear her go, "Oh God, my kids never
And
change."
I scream from inside the room like, I want to let it be known to the courts that the door was locked by Petunia, not myself.
Am I gonna? And you just hear your mother like coming up the stairs, like, "Am I gonna have to say no magic in this house? Is that gonna be a new rule?" She like, like the door kind of jangles. She goes, "Petunia, open up the door right now." And she goes, "Yeah." She like unlocks it, like opens it up, and she walks in. She goes, "Amdrus, stop bothering your sister. Get out of her room."
I just want to look at the book that Joel gave her and see. I just want to see the books that she's
After
collected.
dinner
Because
or
apparently
something. Then
she's starting a collection of magic books in your home, and they're very dangerous people. The last thing we need to be doing is enticing them even further to enter into this house, into this domicile.
you just see Petunia like giving you like behind your mom, like from behind the door. She goes, "Okay, enough of this. I'm happy you're home, but I have enough kids to deal with." She just like grabs you by like the pant leg and like pulls you out of the room.
Can I try to like quickly swipe? Does Petunia have the book in her hands, or is it still in
No.
the closet?
No, yeah, you have no idea.
I don't know where the book is.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think if you're walking out, I'm just gonna
Just going
on-
to cut
I'm
out.
just gonna say with emphasis, the history book does not
You cut out again. Does not.
it's
Just
of
gonna
any
say.
threat.
Oh, there we go.
See my dog. is
Yeah,
just-
just like
Hi.
peeking it.
Yeah. Hi. Oh, he wants attention so bad.
I could see that.
Yeah.
So does my cat. It's okay.
Yeah. Oh, we
So
have
yeah, you
thoughts.
just hear Zephyr say that the history book, with emphasis, has no harm.
It's not the history book. As I'm like leaning. I'm like, the history book is not what I'm concerned about.
Yeah, if she could grab you by the ear, she would, but your mom is not that tall, so she's pulling you by the pant leg and just
Yeah.
dragging you out.
I'm gonna sigh very loudly.
You just hear Petunia giggle, and then your mom just goes, "Petunia, show him the book after dinner, okay?" Just, fine.
God.
And yeah, your mom will drag you back downstairs.
And it's still early. We're still early. In the
Yeah,
morning.
it's
The
still
fog
like-
hasn't burned off.
No, it's still like 9-10 o'clock in the morning at latest.
I'm gonna as I get dragged back downstairs. I'm like, "Oh, Mom, I just don't know what's in that book. I don't know who gave it to her. You're just
Um,
accepting books from strangers.
It's,
I mean, there could be a demon in that book. You never know.
It could be cursed. She could have a demon inside her. I'm pretty sure she's got a demon. Now there's 2 demons.
you're a demon.
You've summoned plenty.
You come into my house,
I've
ruin my
summoned
vase
Fake
again,
demons.
You come to
knock over my kitchen again. You're the demon. But also, that is good to know. I didn't think about that. Thank you. And she looks up to you and just smiles really warmly. And she goes, I am happy you're home.
I'm happy you're safe.
Same to you.
Atayim, Joel, I believe we have a date with a blacksmith.
Well, I think I'm gonna stay here and make my little thing for Peller, and I also want to bring Ray back.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
okay.
It's been a hot minute.
Hey,
I
Joel,
kind of miss him. Yeah.
Joel,
Do you not have things that you need to pick up?
you have a thing you need to pick up from the blacksmith.
I mean, yeah, that's true.
I mean,
Unless you want to give me an obscene amount of gold to go pick up your item for you.
I mean, if you don't mind.
Sure.
I kind of don't really want to see the Feathergale Night Lady either, so.
No,
Is she
that's,
out
you know what?
patrolling right
That's
now?
fair.
So yeah, I'll
Did she
just.
see you?
yeah,
tell
I mean,
you
it's
what,
just very
I'll-
buggy. So.
I'll do you a favor. This is the first time I've done this entire campaign.
You're wearing
I
different armor
have
now.
I have an old-ish disguise kit that I've never used.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna break it out and be like, Joel, would you like to be someone else for an afternoon?
Sure. That'd be fun.
Great. I would like to disguise Joel.
You will hear one of the younger girls go, makeover!
Yes, a
I
makeover.
love that you just have
Would-
that.
Jesus fucking Christ, Coco!
Just like slapped it on.
Wham!
Amazing.
On cue. Just
Yeah.
has it ready.
That's it, ready. We love that.
This is Dan Falcone.
Oh, that's not what I wanted. Yeah, you can take
This
like
is Dan Falcone, the hottest carriage seller this side of Blakefall.
I would like you to make. What would this be? What do we think a disguise kit would
Deception?
be? I mean,
It feels like it would just like practice with deception.
that's,
Performance.
That's kind of what I was thinking. Do you have proficiency in disguise kits?
Yes, that's why I have
Yes.
one.
Okay. Because like the tools aren't necessarily a skill; they're their own thing typically. But you know what? I will say, make a deception check. You can add like your proficiency again, because like twice or whatever, because you're
So I
proficient
get a
in.
plus.
So essentially, you
get-
have
so on-
expertise on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I already have expertise on it.
Oh, okay. Well then, add another. This is going to be really good. You're going to take
so
your time
it's a
for it.
plus 18.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Jesus fuck. Yeah. Sure.
plus 19. It's a plus 19. I forgot my proficiency is 5. Oh fuck.
Maybe. I mean, now I kind of think it should be a performance check, but that's okay.
He's no
Um,
longer Joel, like forever now. Like,
Yeah.
he
How long?
fundamentally
You know what?
changed his DNA.
I'm not. You're not even gonna roll. How long do you spend on this? How good do you make it? I'm just gonna say that. You guys are high enough level.
I want to spend an hour and a half to 2 hours disguising Joel. I'm talking. I want to get
Yeah.
the
Full
little,
drag.
You
the
have.
little, yeah, just a little fucking
You got.
the crow's eyes, the crow's feet in
Beautiful.
the eyes.
Mhm.
I want like
You got
I want to
prosthetics
hold
on.
up Joel. Yeah, I want a fake nose.
Yeah. Joel is unrecognizable
Yeah,
by the
Yeah.
end of this.
that's good because I rolled an 8.
Yeah, beautiful. Yeah. I mean, yeah. You saying that you have
Well,
that
you
much.
Plus 19. So
I mean,
Plus
it doesn't
19.
matter.
Yeah, so it's
27.
yeah. You don't even need to roll because that's ridiculous. Beautiful. Okay. Yeah, you spend so much time on it. He is unrecognizable. People that know you well, like in the room, walk out for like half an hour and walk back, or like 10 minutes and don't even recognize you. And you'll see one of the kids go, "Who's that?" Like genuinely confused.
Is Dan Falcone, the hottest carriage salesman this side of Lakefall.
carriage salesman.
Why is he
wearing
in our
full
home?
like plate armor
Armor.
or whatever?
That's
Yeah.
how you know it's good.
She just goes, "Hi," and then like walks away like awkwardly. All right. Well,
You actually don't have to be the hottest carriage salesman this side of Lakefall. I just thought it's a fun thing to say. But your name
I'll
is
go
now
with it.
Dan Falcone.
Yeah, I'm a carriage salesman. I'll take it.
Please,
then
can I just?
now will be
it's
the
so
question
good,
if
can I
Joel
just give
can
him-
Can lie
Can
good.
lie.
well enough. That's gonna be the
Can
question.
we? Can he
Yeah.
get like advantage or at least not get?
Carriage
I have
salesman.
plus
Then
0
it's
to
not
deception.
I will tell you that if someone is looking for him, they will not even roll. They will not recognize him. That is the benefit.
That's all I need. That's all I
Um,
need.
Yeah,
That's
he
all
can
I
walk
need.
around completely unrecognizable. Now, if he starts talking and starts trying to keep up the lie, that's going to be on Joel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Joel, let me do your. Let me do the spaking if other guy knights show up. But for the time being,
Yeah, you made him
fun.
old, so he's got to
Yeah.
put an old man voice on if he's going to.
Joel, let me hear your old man voice.
Okay, whippersnapper.
Beautiful. That sounds about right.
Perfect.
No.
There's plenty. I'm sure there's plenty of old, Pelor priests.
Oh, plenty.
Been
Well,
around many
Ah,
young
dying.
whippersnapper.
Holy
oh
shit.
gosh.
I
Well,
had
Welcome
to
back,
leave.
dude.
Oh, I had to leave the room. Holy fuck.
with that,
Whippersnapper.
are you guys
back in
all
my
heading
day.
into town then?
Yeah. I mean, after we spend 2 hours, so now it's like closer to lunch.
Yeah,
Whatever.
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I'll be close. To
I mean, I'm gonna look at Zephyr. Like Zephyr, do you have Zephyr? Zephyr had stuff too.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Zephyr would ask to join if you guys were going into town.
Okay.
Yeah, come on, let's make it a group thing. Remember, his name is Dan Falcone.
Yeah, you got two people that are very bad at lying and performance. So the other two that are good.
Other
Say,
day like
the
that.
other two of us.
I feel like, well, I don't know if this
Well.
is intelligence check or whatever, but
No,
like
it's a
I
charisma.
feel like no, like
Oh,
her
I'm sorry.
remembering that it's
Oh.
Joel.
That's up to you as the player.
I feel like you're gonna forget that it's Joel.
I feel like yeah, if we walked away for a little bit, like
Yeah,
she would
like,
do the same thing. Like,
who
who
are
the fuck is that?
Yeah.
The old guy.
Where did we pick up that person?
Yeah.
Why are they wearing Joel's armor?
Yeah. Yeah. 100%.
I think Joel switched out the armor.
Oh yeah, you got.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
wait,
right.
do you have
Joel's
new
got
armor?
the-
Do you just switch it
Yeah,
out?
Joel's got the busted up mithril,
This is
Yeah.
true.
Busted up.
which works with his old guy.
There you go.
Yeah.
Perfect.
All right. Well, cool. As you guys head out into town, the fog has cleared up a little bit. It's still pretty foggy, but it's not like impossible to see where you're going, kind of thing. But you know, after like 15 feet, it's kind of hard to see. Versus it was
sorry,
like
DM. Since I'm here, can I also do an Arcana check while we're walking into town
Mhm.
to see if this is the same sort of presence of old Hydra that I felt in River Pass?
yes. So you can make a wisdom-based Arcana check.
Guidance.
So using your wisdom.
Okay.
Sure. If you see Amdrus looking around and
16
closing his eyes, concentrating.
plus. You said a wisdom check,
A wisdom-based Arcana check. So
so just
Instead
a
of-
+1 then.
Yeah.
Instead of a +6.
are you
Okay,
proficient
so-
in Arcana then?
I have
Oh, half proficiency.
technical traits.
So you would add half your proficiency then.
Okay, so 2. So that's
So-
+3. Okay.
So plus 3. Yeah.
So 16, 19. Come on. 30, 20.
So 20. With a 20, I will say, as you kind of focus, that cold rain kind of hits you, and you just kind of feel that like tingly sense that kind of like just is dripping on you or like pattering against you, and you just feel that connection kind of ripple through, and you know it is. This is still not natural.
I will let everybody else know as
It's-
we're walking.
It seems like it almost like on a massive scale, it almost seems like someone is conjuring up this kind of magic.
I can feel it in my knees.
My
I fucking
bones.
hate you so much.
Well,
I did this to us, and
with
I'm so
that,
sorry.
you did. As you guys are walking into town, we will hit our break. So
Come
I
back
can eat
for a
because I'm
short part
starving.
two.
Yes, because we do have to end in
So,
at
Soon.
9 for Zephyr. So we will be back shortly. Grab something to eat because I will be, and something to drink. And I forgot to update to be right back. Screen. Oops. Oh well, it's fine. We'll be
Well-
back. Bye. Rude. Just giving me the middle finger. How dare.
Did you also flip him up? Or was it just me?
No,
No, it was just-
it's just funny that we started it and I gave him the bird,
Yeah.
and then now we're coming back from break and you give him the bird.
Yeah. Whatever. No, it's fine. Welcome back, everybody. The music is so... Oh, I forgot that it was serious music. Whoops. That's...
I had it turned completely off because I was listening to Taylor Swift earlier.
I mean, valid. Hold on. I'm gonna fix this before I jump back in. I mean, I'm here, but you know what I mean. Anywho. Is it working? There we go. Why? I swear I took the song off of it. It's fine. Anywho, welcome back,
Very
everybody.
intense. We're in fog. It's fine.
Yeah. If you guys missed the first half, I got to freak the fuck out of my players as they came home, teleported in Amdrus's home, childhood home. Family was nowhere to be seen. It was quiet. Fog outside couldn't allow you to see anything, and then you heard a scream, ran out, and found Elazar catching a kid in hide and seek as they screamed again and chuckled, and it was just me fucking with you. And then you had a very cute moment with your mom, and Zephyr had a very awkward moment with her dad. And half of you guys had a great moment with Amdrus' sister. Learned she can cast a spell. And kind of lighten the mood, which is nice. I'm so confused by this song. I'm just gonna skip it. I swear, I wonder if I didn't add... I don't know. It's fine. Anywho, and with that, you guys are heading back into town a few hours later. It's like getting to noon now. The fog is let up a little bit, but not much. It's still raining. Are you guys going straight to Fiandris?
I would unless anybody has. They're like, oh, unless anybody wants to go like detour somewhere else real quick.
Been a hot minute, but I realized I could move you guys here.
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, I think it's cool if we just go straight to the smithy.
And I believe I
Jade
updated.
Barrel.
Yeah, it's been so long. I believe I updated the little legend in the corner, so it should actually be accurate now because I know I fucked up and forgot a few things last time. Oh my god, my nose is really itchy. Yeah. Beautiful. Sorry, where are you guys going?
Where's the blacksmith?
The blacksmith, I believe, is number 5 or 6. It's one of those.
That's the bakery or the clothier.
Neither.
Okay, well, it's around there, is what I mean. It's been a hot minute. Okay, it's 12. Sorry. So yeah, it was close. 12 is the smithy. Fiandra's leatherworker, I believe, is 8. Yeah.
Right,
Oh,
because it
shit,
was going
it's
to be
not
a tag team between Fiandra and Tanters. Okay, yeah, because there was some stuff that we asked for.
Yes. Shit. Oh, it is Fiandra. Okay, yeah. I'm dumb. Though I misspelt. No, I didn't. I just misspelled it here. There we go. Wow. Looking at my notes from 2 years ago. Not even. It was like a year ago. All right. Well, you guys head off to. Sorry, Fiandra's. Yes. Sorry.
The smithy, yeah.
The smithy first. Okay.
Whoever we contracted out to do the
Fiandra, the leatherworker.
Fiandra. She's the leatherworker.
Yes.
The Fiandra.
Yeah. As you head there, again, it is this kind of small little building. Getting close to it, you can smell like the pungent smell of like tanned and oiled leathers. And like as soon as you open up the door, like the bell rings and like it just hits you. You can see the walls are all like displaying like leather straps, reins, harnesses for beasts, not people. Just FYI. Not that I mean she did that for you, Ateem, so I mean she could do it. You can
She
see
can't do
like
cock rings, so just so everybody knows.
she was a little uncomfortable by that.
We need
part.
a jeweler for that, I guess.
And you know she made the saddle, that the adjustable saddle for Justine that never got used.
Never got used.
Or at least got put on and then goodbye bear.
Yep.
You can see stylish leather jackets, coats, caps, boots, leathering. You can see a lot more of like thicker, like furred ones are being displayed as it is getting colder, both currently and also winter is coming. And obviously the other like bracers and and like leather armor and stuff. You can also see that it's not as neat as it was. It's very like things are kind of moved and tossed as if it's like in the middle of like not redecorating but like restocking or moving shit around. And you hear a lot of like shifting and clanking and like people talking in the back, and then you'll just see Fiandra, which you know again to redescribe, a kind of shorter, darker skinned woman. She kind of has two like tightly braided her hair like in two tight braids. You can see that the dye that she usually dyes the ends red is pretty much almost faded out of like that black hair. And she's kind of like walking around the corner. She is just like a mess. She's got oils and like everything on her face, and she's just like her one braid is basically like half out. She's like moving stuff and like thumps like a big stock of like different coats and everything, and kind of drops it in the middle of the floor before looking up and goes, "Oh, you're here!" and gets very excited, going from like a lot of work to do to like very energetic. And she just goes,
Hi.
"Oh, wow. Welcome back. How was your trip?" Trying to like rein it in.
Coco immediately forgetting that he's disguised.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, hi.
Oh,
I've
yeah,
never
actually, I
met
forgot.
you before.
Yeah, she sees everybody else and goes, "Hi, old man. How's the weather treating you?"
My knees are cricky.
I'm sure they are. Anything I can help you with? As she like looks to you guys like, I have a customer to deal with. Sorry.
He's with us. It's
Oh.
fine.
Adventurers coming quite late into the day. Not that that's a problem. I'm so sorry. That might have seemed rude.
Are you gatekeeping adventuring right now?
No, I wish I could.
Wish I could.
She more meant she wished she could go venturing. Not gatekeep it, but
Oh.
you know. I was like, why did you laugh at that? And I was like, oh, hold on. And I am sure she would honestly say, like, not that I'm gay. I meant like, I wish I, shop to run, can't go adventuring. Anyways, welcome back. I have stuff ready for you guys. So as I get this, please make sure your stories are ready. I want to hear everything. You guys have been gone for a month. I highly doubt you weren't just walking around. So,
Right.
We
Be
killed
right
another
back.
dragon.
yeah, she like
Jesus
turns
Christ,
around
will you
and immediately
just-
stops and turns back and goes, "I'm sorry, what?"
Yeah, we killed another
will you please
dragon. It
hold
was
on,
an
will-
amethyst one this time.
I'm just gonna
An
put my
amethyst.
mouth over Dan Falcone and be like, "He's
You're gonna put your mouth over my
I'm sorry,
mouth?
my hand
Just
over
let's
your
make
mouth.
it out and be like, "Okay, I'll leave you guys to
You
it."
can't talk if my tongue's in your mouth. It's facts. It's just science.
It's true. Casters can't cast spells if your tongue is down their throat.
Nope.
Anyways,
I will not battle the orc tongue.
I'm
I
going-
welcome it.
To
That's
put
very
my
funny.
hand over Dan Falcone's mouth.
she goes, "An amethyst? Aren't those like incredibly rare? I didn't even know they were actually like alive."
I'll be happy to tell you all about it. Can we clear the shop? Is the shop cleared? Hold on. Is the shop cleared?
What do you mean?
Is there anybody else in here
Oh,
besides us?
No, I mean you can hear movement in the back, but not like customers. There isn't any other
Okay,
customers.
perfect.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure. It's like, I'm gonna go lock the door. You grab our things, and then we'll meet back here in the front.
She looks at you and goes, "Well, you don't have a key to do that, but I can, sure."
I'm
She
gonna
goes
go
back
lock
and
the
like
door.
grabs
Yeah.
a key. She goes, "It's fine, thank you." And
Just
she'll like
gonna
lock the door.
magically lock the
And-
door.
And you'll
Just
see
gonna
that the
I didn't-
sign.
press
I thought
arcane
it had,
lock on the door.
I thought it'd have like a latch or something on the inside.
You know what? Actually, it probably would. You are correct.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. It's like any other door. Like there's like on the
Yeah.
inside, there's a little latch, and you can just.
That's
Wow.
very fair. That's very fair. She just kind of goes, right.
Arcane lock.
Yeah, and she's just like, okay, I guess like flip the sign over then too. So like there's just like an open and closed sign. You can flip over to closed. And you'll see that like a sign that you had missed. I guess in like the door. I guess it would probably be outside actually. It would probably be like I was gonna say grand reopening, but that's not it. It just said restocking and back into business, as she did have a lot of stuff to do, and she
Right.
went full force into it because you gave plenty of money to keep up with wages, and the fact that she
Right.
wouldn't be able to sell much stuff.
Fair enough.
Yeah, and you can see that she's kind of clearly getting back into it, which also makes sense with a lot of the moving and the restocking and everything. And yeah, she like heads back and she does some talking, and you'll hear like the shifting of like buckles and obviously like armor pieces as she'll walk out, and behind her you'll see a like much taller, like very muscular female tiefling with kind of like grayish red skin. Hold on, I should actually get the thing instead of just relying on my terrible memory.
Okay.
Here we go. Yeah,
Every
kind of
muscular red tiefling is now Carla.
Yeah. And you can see like her horns kind of they don't really like curve back, they kind of just like point up. Typical tiefling tail, like barbed tail. And these kind of like piercing gray eyes. And Amdrus, you would know that this is Leifra, the tiefling side of the two twin girls that work for the like smithy, like they're part of the Tantor family. And there's twins. There's a half orc and a tiefling. And this is the tiefling. And yeah, she'll kind of come out with her like kind of curly black hair, kind of bouncing, like or pulled back, but it's kind of like starting to pop out as she's just like is coming out with like very nice like black scaled armor. And begins to kind of lay them all out. You'll see Fiander just kind of like pushes over a pile of like paper to like the corner of the desk or like to the side against the wall, so that there's more room. And you'll see, yeah, they'll pull out a set of dragon scale half plate. You'll see a set of dragon scale breastplate for you, Zephyr. They will pull out like a beautiful kind of black, like sleek black kind of like cloak with like detailing of the scales kind of woven through, being the cloak for you, team. And then in kind of the similar style that you have, Joel, and obviously you guys can describe however you actually want it to be, but with the cowl, kind of like basically where yours is kind of red and gold, this one is more kind of darker colors with like again a bit of the detailing of like the red and gold into it as well, but it is very like mostly like black or very dark. And she just goes last thing, and she's like counting it, making sure all the pieces are in, and goes, oh right. She kind of goes back around and you'll see her pull out this like scabbard, this small scabbard that is cat. What? Why did you? Okay, child, just leave. Thank you. Sorry, he like was walking across my stuff and his foot touched the dice and he like jumped and like kicked a bunch of the dice. Idiot.
Don't put the dice where he's walking. That's your fault.
Don't walk where my dice is. Yeah, this like a small kind of scabbard, very beautiful, like pressed leather, with like a little like strap and clip, and you can see the jut of a dagger handle, and that she lays out as the dragon tooth dagger as well.
I immediately start bawling.
This old man just was crying, and she like turns and goes, "Oh, did I do something wrong? Old man, are you okay?"
He's fine.
And I grab the dagger and I just like clutch it to my heart and I'm just crying.
That's for
Just having a moment. It's fine.
Shh.
Like, side, like, this is Coco. She can know who I am though, right? Like,
You guys,
She
You
could.
just said-
It's just
We just haven't told her yet.
yeah, is she?
Yeah.
Yes, you just said he's with us. That's all you've said. Okay. You have not corrected her and said that, hi, it's Joel.
Right. I will just kind of like, after she like presents all this stuff, I'm gonna like put my arm around her and like kind of walk her to like a side of the shop
She goes,
and be like,
so
Just
where's
like,
where
look,
where's
look.
Joel and Amethyst?
I just cry harder.
What did I
just
say?
in the corner.
Why did you?
Where did you get this guy? Like, I don't want to be rude, but like, does he need to go to like somewhere?
I'm gonna
Therapy.
yeah.
Yeah.
True. Fantasy therapy. What do you think I'm playing D&D for?
There you go.
Um,
Does that mean I should start charging this?
I,
Just kidding.
I'm gonna with my arm around him, like take a breath and like, the old man is Joel. He
She like fully like what? Like look
Seen
turns
better
around. And
days.
yeah. Like,
Yeah.
what happened?
no, it's a disguise. The
Oh,
Featherdown Knights are
shit, that's really
looking for him. So we're just trying to keep the down low. You never saw Joel.
Okay, sure.
Cool.
Cool. I guess.
Great. And then I turn around and walk back to the stuff and go,
Ever dramatic.
right,
What about? Okay.
now for the story of what we've been up to in the months since you've seen us.
Yes.
Completely
Amethyst Dragon. Hello. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm going to performance check as I tell this story, embellish
Quite a
more
lot.
than a few
A
details.
lot.
A lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah. 100%.
But when I get to the fight with Marlos, it's 100% facts.
Oh, okay.
There's no
Okay.
embellishment
Sure.
at all.
All right. Make a performance check with advantage,
Okay.
and you'll see it like she eventually like pulls up a stool and is just listening, enthralled.
That was an
And then I
18.
want to run over to her and just hug her and sob while she listens to the story.
and a natural 1. So 18 plus 9
Mm-hmm.
is a
So
27.
27. Yeah, she is very enthralled, and like when you get to the nitty gritty, like she's like, you can see she starts to kind of like tear up, and like she just goes, "Oh, I mean, amazing to hear everything, but I'm so sorry." And she'll like kind of like turn to everything, and like you'll see her do some math, and she goes, she'll look to you, Joel, as you're like, she's like, you know what? Everything you guys have done for me is amazing. You don't worry about anything. The dagger, the cowl. You don't need to. Don't worry. And I'll throw in an extra discount on the armor and everything. I appreciate you giving me these stories and kind of letting me live through that. Vicariously through you guys and giving me the chance to work with an amazing material, but I'm so sorry to hear the hardships that come with it.
I'll wipe away a tear from my eye and just do that like shut it like
And she'll just like go and give you a big hug.
Ataim is like modeling the cloak and being like, your generosity is appreciated. The
Just
moment is just,
Pyro, I want you to
payment
DM
wasn't
me later.
the moment he mentioned that payment was not needed for the cloak was immediately like puts it on, finds a mirror, creates a mirror regardless,
yeah.
uses the window,
Um,
starts modeling. need to
So the
DM?
only thing that you
I
guys
need
wouldn't
you to DM me and tell me what you and Aurora talked about after
Oh.
you leveled up and made that deal with your patron. Because I'll tell you secrets.
There was no
I'll tell you
deal.
secrets.
don't
if
be
you tell
telling
me
each other secrets. Let it come out
There was
naturally,
no
organically.
deal. I
just
just, you
wanna-
know, I just,
This-
you know.
This feels
Anyway.
I
like
was just
that.
like, hey, send down another burst of, you know, the goods.
Yeah.
This
And-
feels like that stupid meme
We'll
from
keep it
Friends.
going.
Like, do you know something? I know something. You know something?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I can tell you what I need. Yeah.
I can.
Yeah. Me and Pyro are just like,
So with that, she kind of looks at the armor and she says, unfortunately with the armor, I can't really give you those for free, looking to Leifra and everything, considering we had extra help. But I can knock off some of it too to make it a bit easier. So, and she like grabs like a pen and paper and is like doing like some math and everything, and she goes, do that. Okay, I can take that off. Because so for the breastplate armor, it's going to be a total of 2,975 gold. For the half plate armor, it is 3,062 gold. I know that's a lot. I swear it is discounted, and everything.
Okay. I need a golden order. Hold on.
It's
You have
110.
one in you have one in game.
I mean, it's 10 gold per platinum.
Yes.
Yeah.
So between Amdrus's and Zephyr's armor, it would be. I should probably have done this math.
Yeah,
I
I was gonna say,
have
what's
just
the
shy
total?
of 2,000 gold on me.
Yeah, I have like 4,600 gold.
Hey, I told you
Yeah,
the
I
armor is
have-
still going to be, and that was I subtracted a bit
I have like
there.
3,000 something gold on me right
Yeah.
Penguin, how much gold do you have?
Can you
Well-
guys even hear me?
Oh,
Yeah,
now
now
you
we
were
can.
now,
Now we
we can.
can.
Well, I thought you were just being quiet the whole time. I'm so sorry.
Well,
Yeah.
My Discord has a loading screen, but
Oh,
I can hear you guys now.
well, we can hear
Couldn't
you
for a
now.
little bit.
Okay,
Wait,
where?
when did you cut out?
Yeah, where do I need to catch up?
That Amdrus was sobbing.
Coco was
Which
sobbing.
point?
Coco was no, Coco was
Coco's-
sobbing, and Amdrus had just started talking about Marlos's
Oh,
part where it was 100% real.
gotcha.
so you didn't miss
So
much,
Fiandra
not a
just
fun one.
was enthralled and then heartbroken by hearing about Amethyst and gave you guys all a hug. And because of everything you guys done and like hardship, she gave the cowl and the dagger were already going to be for free. And the cloak was also for free. Sorry, the cowl was not going to be free. The dagger would have been free.
Cloak.
So the cloak and the cowl were for free. And she said that unfortunately the armor, because it was also helped with the Tantor family, she does have to charge you guys, but she can knock off a bit of her price. So for your breastplate armor, Zephyr, it
Okay.
was 2,975 gold. And then for the half plate for Amdrus was 3,062 gold. So that in total is 6,037 gold in total for both.
Wait, say those numbers again. How much was just the breastplate? You said 2,000.
2,975.
Okay, and then how much was it together?
6,037.
6,000. Okay, well I can do my breastplate. I can't do the 6,000. So
I assume.
yeah,
So
we're
that's
all
why.
gonna-
It was, yeah, if you guys want to pool that together to get that, you can, or if you want to
Yeah,
pay it
totally.
individually, you're more than welcome to do whatever you need.
yeah, I have 4,000.
Yeah,
Gold.
these people don't
Bitch, I
throw
got
gold
two.
at every opportunity, Amdrus.
How much do you guys
Coco
have?
throws way more gold than I do.
Yeah. I have
I
4,600.
don't think so.
How much
Um,
does Amdrus have?
Like
I
two.
have 1,000. I have
Oh.
1,937.
Yeah, but
Oh my gosh!
you usually are the one that paying for the inns. You were paying for like a bus of yourself, a bunch of items. You were paying for a lot of stuff in the beginning, so they
Mhm.
probably
I
had
bought
a
horses and stuff at the beginning.
I got a gift from Dad.
Yeah,
I
but-
just haven't used it.
yeah.
Oh, how fucking.
I feel like the last time
nice for you.
you spent a lot, Joel, was just on the diamond dust and stuff. So like
Yeah.
Yeah.
between that and like buying the +1, or no, that was a team that bought the 1+1 stuff anyways. So never mind. Yeah. So like Amdrus just threw money at anybody and everybody for most of the
For
campaign.
his own guilt.
That too.
Or to just appease emotions.
Yeah. I mean, so did Joel, but
But yeah.
yeah. So up to you guys how you want to do that. Whether you guys figure that off screen or you figure that out
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, we can figure it out
up
off screen,
to-
but we have enough
we
between us to get it
We
off.
have
Yeah, we
plenty.
definitely have enough.
Yeah,
We'll give her a
I'm
good tip.
sure you
too.
do.
Yeah.
And
Beautiful.
then
10%.
may I ask her something?
Yeah.
I have an idea for maybe something else that you could make for me. If that'd be okay.
Yeah.
And I want to pull out amethyst crossbow,
Mhm.
the amethyst gem, and then all of the amethyst dragon's teeth that I have,
Uh-huh.
which is I have 3 of them.
Mhm.
And ask her if she can like make me a nice and pretty crossbow, amethyst themed, maybe even stain it purple, like just
You
in honor
know-
of amethyst.
She just goes, I don't deal a lot with weapons, but I'm sure the tenders could help with that. And she kind of turns to Leifern and goes, do you think you could help with it? I mean, I can stain it. That's easy. And you'll just, here goes, I mean, yeah, if it's just not making a new and just adding detail, yeah, that's easy. And she goes, do you have more of these, like, amethyst, like, do you have amethyst scales? She, like, kind of looks at
I
everybody.
don't, but I think they do.
And she just, like, looks at everybody.
The scales. I didn't do that.
I believe Amethyst,
Amethyst
did.
So we would have them.
Potentially Zephyr as well,
Oh,
which I don't know if Penguin is unable to talk
I
again.
am here.
Okay.
I don't remember if I got the scales. I thought I got the crystals.
Oh, right, you did horns. So I think
Yeah.
Amethyst did the scales, if I remember
Amethyst
correct.
did the scales. then.
So then it would be whoever would have the,
Amdrus.
probably you
Did
then,
I
Amdrus.
add- I don't think I added how many crystals. Never mind, I did.
Okay, good.
How many units? Because I don't have.
I
none of
believe
this
it was
thing.
3 or 4.
Let's say
There's-
4 because she died.
Where's
Sure.
the loot?
Let's say 4.
I believe it was a very high roll, so I do think, yeah, it could have been 4.
Okay.
She just goes, I just need like a couple. Also, if I can have one just for me, that's amazing.
Honestly,
Yeah, of course.
you've been so incredible. Absolutely.
Beautiful. And she'll take like a couple, and she just like, these are so, they're like a crystal, but they're harder. These are so cool. She goes, can you guys give me like
Idea on how to
5
use-
minutes? Sorry.
I was gonna ask her. Got any idea on how to use or manipulate dragon eyes?
You know, I have been talking with some people that seem to know a bit more of the magic that kind of helped solidify some of the items here. And they had some ideas. But I'm not really sure what you're going for. Like they thought about like trying to draw some of the like I guess like I don't know, magic from it. Some of it could even like make into like glasses or goggles that could like help you see things better. I'm not really sure how it works. That's more the magical side of things. But she kind of like looks at Leifern and she goes, maybe we can talk after. But yeah, if you can give me like 5 minutes. And she just rushes to the back, taking the scales. And you just see like Leifern's just there, like leaning against the wall. Did you like it? Does it fit? Like looking to the armor, to the two that are like looking at the armor.
Thrilled. Absolutely thrilled. And I'll take off my half plate.
Pretty good.
I'll take off my half plate. Like as all of this is going on, I'll take off that half plate.
And everybody just
put on the
stares
other
at the
one.
naked hot orc for a bit.
It's not naked.
Yeah. Half
It's not
naked.
how.
No,
Half naked.
no naked.
It's not
Full
how putting
naked.
on armor works. You need to have clothes underneath.
This is how
Be a lot
armor
of
works. I
shaping.
mean, we've seen it in BG3.
Yes.
That part is very fair.
I just now
Pick
have
up
a
armor and
janky
naked.
leather harness underneath.
Yeah, there.
No, like I don't know if you've played as one of the orcs, but they have just like full on like harness
Mhm.
wear, underwear, and everything straps.
Yeah.
It's
I
so
did
nice.
do an Amdrus run in BG3, so yeah.
Yeah. Anyways,
Sorry, yes. Anyway,
no, it's fine.
our obligatory BG3 side note.
Yeah. Penguin, Zephyr, do you also put on your armor?
Yes, I would be fitting it on.
Do you guys want to describe what the armor looks like? Take this time, or your items, I guess, in general. So, Joel, your cowl and the dagger, if you want. And
Joel, are you now Batman? Batman.
Yeah.
from River Pass, Batman.
Man bat. And a team with your cloak. What do you guys look like? What's your updated looks, guys?
Oh my god,
need to hear
updated
that.
art.
I think for me, it looks like regular half plate, but obviously where the metal would be, it's like these thick ridges of dragon scales, like 3 or 4 layers, like down, covering the whole upper half of his body, leaving his arms free for like dexterous movement.
Okay. Yeah.
With like a solid leather straps above, and kind of basic, but it does have this like really sweet draconic look, like layered look to it.
Yeah, and I think my cowl is really dark. Yeah, it is black, but it does have like gold accents in it, and how she laid it out when the light hits it, the gold accents almost make it look like I have a halo.
Ooh, I love that. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, it has like kind of like a halo feel to it.
Cool. Yeah. Zephyr, Ati.
I'm thinking.
You had so much time to think about this. Come on.
Yeah, totally.
I mean, you did. You had
No.
a few weeks.
I mean, yes.
A year.
Well, we decided last minute to throw in another because I believe they
For
had
me,
enough.
yeah.
Yeah, for you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
But,
even still, it was
no.
like
I
a
know.
good month ago.
I'm thinking like a grayish, maybe like like a cobalt blue, not a cobalt blue, like more grayish, like a metallic, like with like a blue hue. And then there's like a shimmering sort of black outlining for the scales and the cloak, with a nice like hood with a nice silvery trim.
Okay. And yeah, like the scales kind of would be like woven in between and
Mm-hmm.
kind of giving it this scaly kind of look.
Scaly, yeah.
And there's
Almost.
like a decent amount of weight to all of it because of the scales, but like they did pretty good. It's not really going to weigh you guys down more. Zephyr, do you have a description for your armor?
It would be more like it's still like a breastplate, but with a drape as well. So a drape over one shoulder, and it would buckle on the sides to clasp around the chest. But it would just kind of be like this nice looking black scaled, like very smooth flowing drape breastplate piece.
If I remember correctly, you were kind of basing it off of the stuff from How to Train Your Dragon, right? So
yeah,
it would-
a little bit. I was going with that, but then
Okay.
when I made the drape, I was like, "Oh, I like this."
Yeah.
That's kind of what I was.
Okay, but yeah, you
a
guys
little
would
bit of a mix
probably
of that.
probably would have like bracers and like is it greaves that are the leg one versions?
I believe so.
And kind of stuff with that. Same with you, Amdrus, like having that kind of stuff. But you can have those muscly orc arms out free for the world to see if you want. Very hot. And yeah, and you guys are upgraded and look amazing.
Did I do a full set of armor?
Sorry.
Did I do a full set of armor too, or no?
think you did plate.
It's up to you how you run. Like it's breastplate, which like is typically just described as a plate, but like it's up to you how much you actually wanted to detail it. So like
I
if you
just
wanted,
didn't know if I got the bracers and.
yeah, like that's what I mean. Is like if you want the bracers and the greaves and everything, that would make
Sure,
sense
okay.
too. Yeah,
Okay.
it just
then
doesn't have
yes,
to
it
be
would-
like a full suit of armor, you know.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't be that. Okay.
Yeah, and you can see that Leifra is just like, she almost looks unimpressed, but Amdrus, you've known her, so you know that like there's a slight smile as she's like, we did good. But she just like, to anybody that doesn't know her, which is the majority of you, she just doesn't look impressed. Like she just has a very stoic face. She's just like leaning against the wall. Oh god. Everything just lagged there. I don't know if that was just my computer or if that was the stream.
Weird.
Yeah, she's just like leaning against the wall and just kind of like nodding as you guys are like showing it off. In before, like 10 minutes later, basically,
It is really good.
Fiandra comes out and she goes, "Sorry, that took me a little longer. I wanted to add the amethyst stuff, both for amethyst, but also as a token of what you guys have done." She goes, "So I took some like creative liberties. This was kind of just like a mix of me and like Elazar's idea." And she starts handing you guys each these kind of like pins, and they essentially will have the Ditherers of Dismay logo on them, and you'll have these
Aw.
pins that tie you guys together with an official logo. And it's very simple, but it is very well like designed. It has the black scales on it, and it's kind of now mixed with pieces of like the amethyst scales onto it, with this kind of brilliant like gold.
Dang.
And she just kind of like is holding one more, and she just says, "If you're able to get her back, or if anyone else joins, you have another." She hands it to
Thank you.
you, Joel. You were the one that was like holding her and crying, so she gives it to you.
That is
Thank you.
This
greatly
is
appreciated. Thank you so
beautiful.
much.
Of course.
And was that all of the? That was all of the amethyst dragon.
No. That was
That's
just like I won't even take off a unit. Like that was just like little pieces. She just
Those
a
are-
couple
Got it,
scales,
Yeah.
just to add to it. She goes, "Well, I already forgot what this is, Aurora. I already forgot what your commission was going to be.
I think we did 10%.
No,
the
for
total goal for everything.
no. For
No.
Joel was saying that you had something
Yeah.
else you were gonna have her make. I already forgot what that was. But
The
To
bow,
upgrade this
arrow.
crossbow and make it
Oh,
like an
right.
amethyst crossbow.
right, I'm sorry, I completely forgot. She goes, "Well, we will work on this crossbow and make it as cool as we can."
And of
Anything
course,
else I can
And some arrows too. If you can do.
That I can do.
I hand her 1 unit of scales.
Of the amethyst scales.
Yeah, I hand her 1 whole unit of amethyst scales.
You don't have to give me this much.
And I look at her and I'm like, no. You've been an incredible smithy and artistry. This is brilliant.
Thank you. That means
So,
like a lot.
so
And
we'll
I'll
see.
hand her my last black dragon tooth for her to do with as she wants.
She will gladly take it.
So I'm like, and I'll look at her and I'm like, this should cover a tip. Have
Yeah,
fun.
and then some. This is amazing.
Yeah.
I could do so much detail work with this.
Enjoy it.
Hey, Aurora.
Yeah.
I didn't ask this
It's time.
before, but what
Hmm.
can I do with the unit of crystal horns?
I mean, that's what do you want to use them for? They're basically giant crystals. If you're wanting like items made out of them, we can talk about what that could be. If you're looking to sell
I
them,
also
you could
think-
probably do that.
You're gonna make them into your own horn decoration and put them on your.
That'd be so cute. Little jewelry.
Oh my
like hanging
God.
off- Oh my god.
I would need more horns.
I would say they would be probably brimming with like that kind of psychic or force energy, like gravitational energy, because of being part of the dragon. So I mean, if you want stuff made, potentially, it just depends on what it is. So it depends on who can do it and how much it'll be.
Yeah, I just don't have ideas. So if you have some, we can talk about it off stream.
100%. Yeah, we can talk about it. It took me and Pyro quite a long time to figure out some ideas for the eyes and even just for the cloak and stuff. So
Yeah.
so yeah, we can totally do that. But with you guys now, new armor, fully kitted up with now a basic pin logo, officially marking you as an adventuring group with a recognizable logo. that is where we're going to end it.
Yay.
Good happy episode, kind of.
Been
So I hope you enjoyed that. You guys finally got
Oh.
these fucking items.
Official logo.
And yeah, I'm so glad I remembered that, because like when you got her to do that, I was like, I know what she's gonna do. Yeah, it made sense that like Elazar was there to help and everything. So yeah, well, I guess we'll be back next Monday. I have a feeling that
Should be.
somebody can't make it next Monday. Is that a lie?
You might be thinking about the fact that I mentioned that I'm gonna be I'm gonna be dog sitting
Oh.
at
You
my
are baby.
bestie place.
Right.
Starting
is
this
babysitting.
Friday, and I'm gonna be mostly there during the week. But I'll either just pop in on my laptop and we'll just have a funky way,
Funky time.
or I'll just be here on Monday. Either
Okay.
way, I'm gonna make it.
Okay, beautiful. We love to hear it. I like that I barely rolled any of my dice except for hide checks for the children. Yeah, so we guess we will be back next Monday. We'll pick up where we have a
So
maybe a
decision
couple
make.
people to
Where the
chuck.
frick are we going?
If you want to check up on a few people, we have an altar to possibly make with Joel and a moment of reuniting with Ray after some time, and maybe some more character stuff. So yeah, and a decision of where you guys are doing. So with that, have a wonderful night and a great rest of your week, and we will be back. See you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.